Hi, I'm Pantazi. I wanted to answer a question posed by Josh Metal here, one of my subscribers here on the YouTube, about the fight between Chuck Liddell and Vernon White. And Chuck Liddell got a knockout on him, and he was trying to figure out how it worked and what made the knockout occur. Well, I have that answer for you, and it's playing in the back, the knockout. Now, I can't play it the correct way because then you have copyright infringement, so I don't want to do that. What I will do, though, is I'm going to go through 10 of Chuck Liddell's knockouts. Now, this video clip was sent to me by another subscriber. Be the Change is his name, and he sent it to me, and so I thank him, and I thank also Josh Metal for the question. And here we can see the hooking action of this punch. We've slowed it down, taken it frame by frame here. We're going to show you that hooking down and in on that side jaw. Now, here's the technique being performed. Frame by frame, 1 second frames, and you could see he twisted his head just right so that that punch could land on the side of his jaw. And you saw how it nailed him right down into the shoulder, and how he dropped and went out instantly. Now here's a better angle on this. I want you to pay attention to something very important, and then we'll get into the anatomicals. When you see his head hit, if it was massive force, he would have been rocked straight back, okay? But you'll see that he goes out a little bit, as a power punch would do. He should go straight down and back if it was all power that got him, but it wasn't. It was a nerve. So now the body's going to try to compensate. The nerve system will shoot it back the opposite way to try to maintain that balance. And that's why you can see his head is pulled even though he's out already. You can see his arms dropped, he's out, but he's turning and twisting to the other side because the body is fighting to maintain that balance. And that's how you know it was a neurological shock. All right, let's take a look at the anatomical structure down in this jaw area here. Let's take away the skin a bit, and we can start to see this a little bit better. Now you can start to see that there's nerves. Let's hide this muscle here, or fade this muscle away here, and we'll zoom in just a little bit. You can start to see how this nerve runs all the way along the base of the jaw right in through here. And in Chuck Liddell's book, he was discussing how he learned how to hit that nerve down and in. And what you saw his fist doing was it took this trajectory like this. And Vernon White was turning his head at the same time, so he was stretching all that nerve structure in through there. So this nerve here, this facial nerve, and this facial nerve right down and through here, even this plexus back in here, it all got stretched out, and that's where that punch landed. And coming again down at that angle this way, as it did, that's what shocked the nerve. It sent the impulse in with the proper trajectory. Now, if you hit this nerve straight across, like most boxers will with a hooking type of a punch, or even a jab where they hit straight in, okay, then it doesn't work as well. You need to catch this at this downward. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. You need to catch this down and in at this angle, okay, so it sends that neurological message up into the brain stem. And that's why you saw Vernon White had moved away. He moved over into that direction. His head from the force shot that way and backwards, okay, and then all of a sudden his head came right back. And that's because you sent a neurological message into the brain, which caused unequilibrium or unbalancing, and that's why his head jerked back violently, because the body tries to maintain a status quo or a balance or an equilibrium, and it wouldn't be allowed to do that. It wasn't being allowed to do that, so it jerked the head back violently by tightening the muscles on that side of his body, crumpling them down to that side. So that's a little bit more about that knockout from Chuck Liddell on Vernon White. We'll take a look at 9 more in the Platinum and the Patreon service. So thanks for watching.